We come back here to the TGC Tours on Saranac Post Club tour by McTrees one last time for the week. Now, things have been pretty easy this week by all accounts, but every round has gotten just a little bit tougher. Started on the very slows, moved our way up ever so slightly to moderate to fast. Well, now we move back to the furthest tee box. We've got blue tees here. Very high winds out of the southwest. Very firm fairways. Very firm greens that are very fast. So, it is my understanding that scoring is out there still and to be had, but we're going to have to be much more precise about where we land the ball and how we place the ball around this track. So, gonna need everything to be firing. Reads are gonna need to be there. Input's gonna need to be there. I'm gonna need each and every one of your support. So let's get things going. And we'll take that out the gate here. So thank you everybody for watching. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And if you have been enjoying the content over on YouTube, consider dropping a sub. It goes a long way for me. And it means that you'll not miss the videos. Alrighty, so big wins to start here. 15 in on a diagonal. We're uphill a little bit. The question becomes, like, this lob wedge is going to be short. How much are we actually going to get out of this? Because I already think we need to play pretty far over to get this ball over around the hole. $125, let's call it 122, 15 in on diagonal. I think it's probably somewhere around pin high. If we bounce a little bit long, then that's okay. Wow, we're still that far to the right. Perfectly at that pin high. Get a little bit of release back towards the hole. So that goes to show just how much we're going to have to make sure we're aiming these. And we're starting with quite a bit of break out the gate. And if there's anything that we learned from our warm-up round, which was also on 186s, that we've got to start this outside the hole enough so that it turns in the first little bit and rides its way to the cup. That thing gave me a heart attack because it started drifting low side, and I was like, no. We're not starting like this. We're not starting like this. Do not do this to me. Jetski, thank you for the luck. Welcome back. Okay, so we come out of there with a score to start. Birdie on the first. 324. This wind is probably going to put us short on the green. But I almost think that, like, you want to just be somewhere around here. Because if we're short of the green, we can play a flop. Putt's going to be really tough, but I feel like with the amount of real estate we have to work, that I don't want to be flirting with. So I think we want to be down here as much as physically possible. The big downhill is what gets me, so I'm going to play this way to the left. Maybe fast, but look at that. It's working its way back. How's this going to play? Okay, so we get on. I think it drifts down to the right. We're just going to have a big uphill putt below the hole. But I don't... It's going to be about the distance control from here. It actually went a little bit more right than I expected, but mostly about distance control. And then getting it enough here because it's so steep that this has to turn. I'd rather leave it a little bit out here to the right side. But I think it hard turns. There's no shot. There's no shot that doesn't make it. You've got to be kidding me. How? I overhit that putt. Oh my word. Okay. Bite. Okay, so now we're in for a par save. As long as we don't lose strokes here. I'm very disappointed in the fact that we're not able to get a score. I'm a bit shooketh there. I'm a bit shooketh that we don't have enough power. Okay. Oh, that hurt my heart and soul. Drive the green. I still feel like I would play it the same way again. I mean, clearly need more power, but I would definitely have still gone for that green, I think, every time. Five iron could be a little bit long, but can you go a little bit long and roll it back is the question. I think I'm just gonna, I think we hit the 5 iron here. Come down, come down, come down. Roll back. And then stay. Okay, that's really nice. Stays a little bit more out to the right-hand side, which I'm surprised. I thought that wind was going to take us back across. Okay. We're actually making some putts this round. You didn't make the putt on hole 2. Well, whatever. Whatever, man. I know I didn't. There's so much wind here. So much wind. Because, like, this makes it so that even your lob wedge... Even your lob wedge can go long. Because I think this could easily go a couple yards short. So I'm going to put some brakes on it. I underhit that. Now we're going to actually potentially be short. Wow. That just goes to show you, like... I guess we hit the downslope, probably, for it to get that big of a bounce. But that 95%, that's scary stuff, because I'm trying to land it, like, just shy of the hole and get it to sit. Alright, let's see if we can make another little bender here. Okay, putters. Putters working a little better today. Putter's working a little bit better today here at the start. Obviously don't want to jinx it because we've got plenty of golf to play. And we're in the dark on that tee box. Okay, so I think for the first time in this tournament, we're not going to be able to drive the green in two here. So gonna have to play a layup as we've got 300 yards to the hole, uphill into wind. The best that we could do is, well, that's 270, 260s wind. Could probably get it up into like here. And more than likely, we're gonna ricochet it off of something. So we don't want to be too short. I think just with everything that's going on here, 4-iron should be plenty. I would say, Wind, you better do your part here. I can't afford to lay up into the rough. That's like mistake number one to avoid. If you're gonna lay up in golf, put it in the fairway. Alrighty, so probably about 17-mile-an-hour wind. Gonna have to play this a good ways out here. I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm okay with this aim at least, but as far as how much we're gonna have to give this shot, I'm not really certain because the uphill lie is gonna really hurt as well. 8 or 9 yards, and then we've got 12 to work with. 17. I'm gonna de-loft it just a little bit. I'd rather play it safe. Oh, hit it fast. Fast ensures that we're long. But I think that de-loft was actually pretty good. And look at that, it still rolls back. After all of that. Wow. Okay. There's just enough break on that slope there that we bring it back down. So now all of a sudden, where we think we're going to be quite long, we've given ourselves another opportunity here to score. Okay, here, merrily we roll along. Merrily we roll along here. Dropping some putts, which is going a long way. Now 431, I don't think you can drive this. But it is a long ways downhill, so we still need to double check. Stock carry 331. $331, let's call it the 340s and more. If you could overpower this, there's a chance you get way down, but I think I have to play this. I think I'm going to play this in a way where we take the 3-wood and just try and get it down. Get it down to a good spot, short of the next bunker, carry this first one. I don't know, now that we hit that and the very firm in the way this rolls out into the heavy rough, now I'm wondering if we should have just taken driver, and I was not quite even accounting for enough. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Mikey coming in with the raid. What's going on, Mikey and Mikey and crew? Sire, welcome on in. How is the golf, Mikey? All right, so we're just going to have to give enough on this essentially to make sure that we can roll up into here and hopefully not roll all the way back down. But we're going to have to use the backstop now. So 89, 90% is 81, up the hill to 78. So high end here, we're at the back. Low end, we're just short. So I think just give it a little loft and spin here, and now we're... This is a bit of a hit and hope. It's got to release up this. Beautiful. That gives us a putt. Played rundown and epic match play. Lost in extras, but very good. I love to hear it. I mean, not that you lost, but you know, as long as it's a good time, that's the main thing that matters. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. There's like just enough break in this to be annoying. Ooh, just hanging it high. Get in there. It's crazy what happens in this game when you can make putts versus when you can't make putts. It is very, very different story. And my character never blinks. You just getting into a staring contest with them. See, this is where it becomes a question of like, can you run a backstop or... This might be dumb. So I'm trying to think, like, do you try and land it just short, straight? It probably is smarter than trying to run it from here and use the slope. All right, let's not get carried away with ourselves here. All right, let's see what we can do. Par threes are tough. Hit it fast. So I'm kind of going to that ridge anyway. It's going to go long, though. Hit it quite fast. It'll kind of feed down a little. Not back towards the hole too much. But we're on the green with the putt. Yeah, that was a bit aggressive. Bit aggressive on the input. 11-footer, though, so definitely in a makeable range. Okay, so this goes way downhill behind. Whoa, that's a putt. That's a putt right there. Okay, so this putt is, or this, not this putt, but this hole is certainly not drivable. Hopefully that's not too slow. That's gonna go in the rough. Wow, enough headwind. Okay. Got a little bit lax on the swing there, so that was not great. Okay, with the elevation and everything, I don't want to spin this back. I think we want to cut it through the wind. Hey, thanks, man. All right. 94. I'm going to give this a little bit of D-loft. And I think... this should cut through a lot of it. If it goes long, that's fine, but even with the D-loft, it shouldn't roll out too much. Yeah, that's one thing. When you have the quite high winds, the pitch shots become very, very powerful. All right, little break. Just hit it firmly, center cup. Yeah, because if I try and play, like, my natural instinct on that is to play a lob wedge, but then you're creating so much backspin with that wind that you're just going to slingshot it back, so you have to try and play a more penetrating ball flight. Oh, I hit that so fast. Now we're dead. Yeah, that's my bad. Something didn't feel right in the backswing, and I swung hard. I swung hard to try and fix it. I don't think we can recover for birdie here, so... Because 85% is... Pin high, yeah. So we're just gonna send it down there, and then whatever we get, we get. Tried to overpower it to maybe find the green. But yeah, that was big mistake on the input on that drive. You can't hit it that fast and get away with it. I'm gonna try and de-loft this. I'm hoping that's enough. If anything, will be low of the hole. Ah! The de-loft is gonna screw me now too, isn't it? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. We got a chance to save it. This is just as important as those birdie putts have been. Okay, the lip is in our favor here. The lip is in our favor. We do not lip that one out. That was close. I went admittedly a little bit on the aggressive side there, and almost paid the price for it because I didn't quite make the right adjustment. Okay, pitching wedge. Pitching wedge lands a bit short. It has the chance though to release up there. Very firms, very fast. Now, what I am wondering is if you take this, how much rollback are you going to get? Like, is the 9-iron going to stop? I almost feel like I kind of want to play it. I know this... I'm going to play it. I think this backstop's not going to roll too badly. I hit that so slow. I chickened out. Somehow a very slow into, like, a reasonable spot. Yeah, that was bad. I didn't commit to the shot. I got scared about tempo. Scared about a miss there, and... Okay. Thought that was going to turn more left. All right, hit your tempo. Tempo, 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 tempo. This is just a straight shot down. This is just a straight shot down. Stay right at that bunker and eat. Okay, baby slow. That could be trouble. Oh, what a bounce. Oh, what a bounce. Okay. Gotta reset from these bad shots. Gotta reset from these bad shots, because now we're in here with a look. Now we're in here with a look. So we have to go with the gap wedge. And then we're playing it in a way where... Yeah, if this is like 14 miles an hour at the back... 50... just past the flag... I'm hopefully not lofting it too much, but... It's gonna take quite a bounce. So trying to land it short enough. Okay, that's the swing. It's very firm, but now we got bite. That is like as precise as I could try and be. Land it any shorter and the kick's gonna be way bigger. Okay, we're gonna go with the aggressive line again here. But aim for it. That time, I like made sure to line where we wanted to normally start it and then adjust for the extra power, bring that in. Eagle it right in the heart. $235. Well, ain't that a little bit of a problem? 38, and then you get this much wind, so you've got to play it. Now the question is, do we even try and manipulate the 3-wood? 256. We've got 21 yards to work out to the pin. 3-wood definitely is long, but how long? More than the 14, probably. So 42, 7 yards long. We've got a backstop. Wind is straight in now. I'm just gonna take it. Why do I keep doing that? That's 2 holes now. If we get a kick to the right, it's gonna really go right, but that's much better than being out in the rough. I don't. That's 2 holes now. I've just gotten a little bit like up tempo, like trigger happy, whatever you want to call it. Okay, left that one short, so maybe that's just what maybe that's the same thing that we did on that second hole. Maybe I thought I was hitting that a little bit harder, but wasn't actually. 307. Okay, so now we gotta go for it, right? Now we gotta go for it. 318. 330. It's definitely further than that. That's gonna cut too far left. Oh, this is really bad. Oh, man. Could not really afford to be hitting it fast there, huh? Okay. Okay, now we're gonna have to get creative. Now we're gonna have to get creative, because we've put ourselves in not a great spot. Wow, we actually got it to bite. I still think that out of the heavy rough, that's going to still release. I still think out of the heavy rough, that's just going to want to release. But I guess that's not the case. But blessed be the drivable par 4. So even after all of that, still get a birdie. Still get a birdie. Oh, man. Downhill a long ways with wind. So full off, full backspin, gonna cut it. Man, I'm doing this now. I'm doing this thing now where I like slam some of these shots. So there must be some nerves at play. There must be some nerves at play, and all of a sudden I'm really getting aggressive on inputs. Gotta reel ourselves in. Gotta reel ourselves in here. That is unacceptable. Just nice, easy swings. Nice, easy swings. Honestly, think the gap wedge might be short. Gonna de-loft it some. There we go. The beautiful thing, even though some eagle chances are about, and we're messing up some of them. We did get one eagle. We're messing up some of them. Still able to work our way in for birdies on this scramble drill. All right, so I can't go full loft on this. It is a bowl, so even if we go long and spin it back, it's gonna stay on the green. 94. Full off, full backspin. Downhill this much would take us about 104, and then wind would take us too long. And I don't know if I could get it to spin back. So we're gonna have to take a pitch shot. And this is where it becomes interessante. Because gap wedge, I think 99, and then probably can carry out a little bit. But what do we have to the front? 104? I think we're going to have to play this with some shape. All right, just got to get into the bowl. Nice and easy swing. Baby slow, but we've got the carry. Lovely shot. Lovely shot. Okay, this round is ultimately turning out pretty well overall. You know, we've had our fair share of mistakes, but definitely able to get the job done when we needed to. 3 holes to play. 307. It's actually going to carry a little bit further. 317, 320. I'd say a little bit longer than the 320. Into the 330s or 40s at least. Then get it up there for like a chip shot. We can't really get much further, so I'm going to play this stock. That way we're in a spot where we're definitely pitching or flopping. I feel like if we go full backspin, we're going to end up, yeah, like, maybe there's a chance that we're driving the green, but I feel like more often than not, we're in trouble. 40. It's gonna go right to left on the way down. You know, the crazy thing is that lie that we were on played so much more than I ever anticipated it to. I had a really hard time trusting that. Making sure that we didn't go outside and just never come back. This song is a bop every time. Oh, what a line. Ah, it landed on the fringe. I mean, they're both very firm, but that landing on the fringe changes that just a bit. All right, this is gonna trickle down. Comes out short. Oh, how does this play? How does this play? The lie and the push, like, stuff's not going a lot, but it's all about where this lands. 80% of 5 yards is, like, still, like, 4, so it's... Oh, haha, so close. You're not leaving it much closer than that for the stopping point either. One more click back into the left and we hold that putt. Okay, but we'll take these birdies. Eagle opportunities are definitely about, but plenty of birdies to go around for sure. All right, I know it's very firm. Hopefully this isn't painful enough to take us all the way into the right rough. That'd be a pretty sad way to end this. Plenty of space. Plenty of space. Well, let's finish things. Let's finish things off nicely. We've had a pretty solid round overall. 158. Let's call it 156. Downhill lie, wind slightly in. But you've got like 18 miles an hour of wind, so even though this is slightly in, that's gotta be a few. Good strike. Ball needs to keep turning, though. Oh, we're gonna be short. Wow, I overshaped that. Overshaped it and overaimed it. All right. Well, that is most unfortunate, But now we know from the previous holes. We know from the previous holes that we gotta give this enough power. Gotta let it rip. We left early putt short. Underread that one, but pacing is pretty well perfect, so can't be too upset. That's a really difficult hole to end on. Okay, that's a comeback round, because 14 under there. We shot 14 under and 12 under rounds 2 and 3. 14 under here in much more difficult situations. And that's going to move us back up the leaderboard quite a little bit, because I see a 17, a 16, 2 15s, and then 14. We're beating some of these scores. So, heck of a way to end this tournament. T13 as it stands right now on PlayStation, probably looking at a top 30 overall. Very, very pleased with the way that our game is trending.